was like a meta going around on Twitch when I was streaming, and they were hot tub streams. So girls would just stream from the hot tub.
Yeah.
And like even Amrath, she would stream, she would play video games in her hot tub.
Life could be worse.
But I didn't have a hot tub, but I had a huge jet bathroom. So I would just stream from my bathtub.
Yeah. Awesome. It was awesome.
But honestly, the first couple, they did so well.
Yeah.
I got over 20,000.
Oh yeah. No, it was so funny because the most viewed clip maybe ever on Twitch is me just maybe ever on, like, I'm serious, it broke a record.
It did break a record.
It broke a record of clips. It was just her, I don't know if the clip's out there, but it was just literally her standing up.
If you go to my Twitch channel, you can find it.
It's the top clip ever, and it's got like millions of views.
It was my butt in a bikini.
Oh, I wonder
and that was the clip.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised. The most viewed Twitch clip ever is Mia's ass.
I forgot about that. That's like really boosted my confidence.
That would be like a certificate on my parents' fridge. I would be like most streamed Twitch clip of all time.
Yeah. So, wait, hold on there.
Thank you, Mom, for the genetics.
Okay, so Mia, now that on the topic of your butt,
yes,
it's so funny, and we can cut this if we have to. But,
sure.
But so many people have asked me, is it real? Yes. and I because even I asked at a certain point.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, that's incredible. Like objectively speaking, but. I know so I've every time I get that I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah. Do you know the difference? Do you know the difference between a fake butt and a real butt? Like, can you feel the difference?
I've never felt
girls are doing fat transfers now and everything.
Unfortunately,
I don't know.
I'd love to feel one, I guess.
Me too.
Like no hetero, but like just like touch.
I mean, you can feel mine.
I mean, just for a science.
Yeah, you guys can feel mine.
But for science.
Okay,
yes.
I want to feel
for science. Oh, not mine. So mine is real, but the funny thing is, I don't mind it. And in some ways, it's such a compliment that everyone thinks it's fake. Mm-hmm. But it's funny because the things that really bother me is when I see a thread and somebody doesn't like it, because it's very much like a bubble. Like it's kind of abnormal. Mm-hmm. And someone will be like, wow, she was so great before like her plastic surgeon ruined her with that huge fake ass. She should sue him. And I'm like, but it's just my ass. Like, at least give me credit for this like huge ass you don't like.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like everyone though. Like they'll always have something to say. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind. You're never going to be everyone's cup of tea. So like, I find those threads funny, but that's the only thing. It doesn't upset me that they don't like it. It upsets me that they are saying they don't like it and it's fake. Like it's a dig that isn't warranted.
Are you like, you need monogamy, or you don't want?
Yes. I would rather claw my eyeballs out with a fork than have an open relationship.
I don't think I could do an open relationship. I've discovered. I thought I could. I don't think I could. I'm too jealous.
I'm so jealous.
Way too jealous.
My last relationship was open, and I wanted.
I remember.
Really?
I hated it. I hated it so much. I was so jealous, and like I just got to the point where I was like, I'm this person, and I'm not going to apologize for it. No. That was like something you would tell me is work on yourself. Blah blah blah.
Work on yourself.
Yes,
I would.
Yeah.
Whew. I would have a felony real quick. My goodness.
Yeah.
See, I can't, for some reason, I just cannot rationalize it, or I cannot reconcile my partner being with somebody else without me.
Yeah.
Now I could get to the threesomes and
foursomes. You're there.
I need to work into it, but I could get there.
It's a group activity.
Right. It's a group activity.
Group
but
project.
Still, part of me is like, because I've had a threesome before. I was telling her before the show, I've had a threesome before, and it's like, I still, it was my idea. The other guy was, somebody that I knew. Uh-huh. And still, I was like, wait a second. They're receiving pleasure from another person in front of me? And then you start to feel like, oh, and I still want to do those things, but it's like, you have to kind of like, I'm happy I did it because now I know what it's like, and I'm going to work into it. Yeah,
there's something hot about it. Like threesomes, it's a weird thing because I think that there's always an element of jealousy, but at the same time, you want it and you're into it and you're excited and you're looking forward to it. So you just have to kind of balance and deal with the jealous feelings that are also arising.
I do with jealous feelings.
Oh, I never want to have a threesome again. I've realized like I'm very one-on-one.
You can't do it.
Well, I can easily do it. I I've gotten to the point where I'm done experimenting.
Just,
I have two modes. I'm either completely detached and I do not care about someone at all, or I'm in love with them and like it's like complete tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Like I just have no in between where I'm like, you know, maybe I don't care about you. I like you, but I don't care about you. It's just it's like on off.
have you had experiences like threesomes or whatnot where they just didn't work out?
Not for me.
Really?
No.
Do you have any? You know yourself enough that you can't even go down that path.
Yeah, I either don't care about someone enough to have, like, I don't want to have sex with them, or I'm in love with them and I'm like, you do not touch another person.
Right.
Yeah.
I just like no judgment at all for anyone who wants to do that. Just like for me, I know myself.
Right.
And I'm just like monogamous to a fault.
Right. That's good though. I mean, you know yourself and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know, like there's certain people that can separate, like for me, sex is such like the way I express my love for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard for me to separate the two.
Yeah.
And so like,
Same.
you know, so like if my partner is sleeping with somebody else, it's hard for me to not think that they're expressing like it's taking away from like
What you guys have.
what we have. It's hard for me, even though like some people can be like, oh, very physical. It's nothing. It's transactional. Conceptually, I understand that, but like the way I feel, I can't reconcile it.
Like I know some people think that like women have like having like emotional affairs would be more damaging and more hurtful to them than physical affairs because like men and women are obviously biologically different. A lot of, you know, men think about sex just in a purely physical form. I know some women do too.
Yeah.
But the majority of women, it's like a lot more emotion goes into it than men.
I would say that.
I actually agree with that because when I was in the open relationship, we had our agreements and it would be no spending the night, no texting all the time. And I just wouldn't be interested in sleeping with anyone because I have to kind of have some sort of crush and some sort of like relationship, even if it's just a friendly relationship, in order to have those sexual feelings.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I have to be emotionally connected to somebody.
Yeah.
See, I could sleep with somebody without an emotional connection. It's just not as good when I do it. Like I could just like I you know, did a little hoe phase for a brief period of time, and it mostly just was so inadequate.
It gets boring real fast.
It's just like, and so I would like, instead I would like have these like little romances.
Yeah.
These little flings here or there, you know, like, and like, I would like almost like do like mini dates and stuff because to me, it was like more of like a workup to the actual act that made it a lot more.
It's a relationship. Like if I was single, I'm always looking for friends with benefits instead of just like a one night stand. I've never been a one night stand person. Because I want it to be an ongoing thing where we, you know, maybe we know it's not going to go anywhere and that's fine, but we have a relationship where there's that level of like intimacy and respect.
I'm like in love with someone real quick. If it's like, cool, let's have a, you know, friends with benefits, I'm like, no, I'll fall in love with you real quick. I
do too, which is why like I sleep with one person and then I'm in a long-term relationship. It doesn't work out.
Separate it. We're fine.